I was rushing around trying to water my garden, and I just had this most peculiar sensation on my breast. It was kind of itchy, and I thought a bug had gotten down my shirt and kind of rubbed, and all of a sudden I felt this lump.
I didn't have a feeling. It just happened to come about. I was admitted in the hospital for my stomach. I was having severe abdominal problems. And through the CAT scan, they saw a mass on my breast.
One day, I just noticed that there was a slight dot in the inside of my bra. So I did some self-examination and found that I was having a discharge that wasn't clear. And I know that's not a positive thing.
I just didn't feel right. I took the initiative to call, and I got in right away, and well, the waiting period for that, it's overwhelming. It really is. My gosh, what is the outcome gonna be, and where am I going to next? You really need a turnaround quickly.
The hardest part is dealing with the unknown. The unknown being, do I have cancer? And there's a certain amount of time that it takes to get that answer. And that time, more than anything else, is dependent upon the physical setup of your healthcare system at your particular institution. With the establishment of the Breast Center, it provides the opportunity for all the different components of the breast health team, such as medicine, surgery, radiation oncology, nursing, technology, to come together in one place and have a better coordinated, more timely, multidisciplinary approach to patient care.
I've worked in a breast center before. I know what this can bring to a patient. We're all on the same page. We all have that patient's best interest at heart, and we know the background of that patient. Because you're not going from one floor to another or calling patient escort to bring you one patient from one place to another. The nurse that they met in the breast center is going to be with that patient every step of the way as she's going through that procedure and explaining it and holding her hand and listening to her cry. She can depend on us. We are there for her.
My whole world just seemed to be falling apart.
It was engulfing my body into some sort of machine. That was kind of nerve-wracking.
I was trying to heal myself while keeping life for my kids relatively normal. That was a very difficult balance.
There's times where you kind of feel alone, and am I making the right decision? And gosh, where do I start? This is overwhelming. What am I gonna do?
The nursing role in the breast center is to be a primary nursing role. I am there to be their care coordinator. That's my role. I'm there to facilitate the care that those women receive and to communicate any information that they want their family members to understand. And I am there to bring them on or refer them to the next point of care.
With a breast health nurse, they have someone who's educated in breast health care, who knows the in and outs of the system, who can answer almost any one of their questions, or at least find the answer out to that question if they don't know it themselves, and walk them through the process. It gives them someone who understands what they're going through and who's immediately available to help them.
Being taken care of here at North Memorial made me feel comfortable and just very reassuring.
To this day, I just really thank God for him. My doctor, he answered all my questions and calmed my fears.
They were always very helpful, knowledgeable. They were looking out for my best interest.
My care has been phenomenal. If I had any questions or if I didn't understand something, I would know who to call. And you don't know how much that just lifted the burden.
We wanted this breast center to have a warm residential feel. They really picked welcoming colors and fabrics and designs, and they've done a great job. They really have. It's just going to be beautiful.
And it will have the latest up-to-date equipment, which will include digital mammography, high-resolution breast ultrasound, stereotactic biopsy, and dedicated breast MRI.
We will have an opportunity to educate more patients on options and risks of procedures that we would be doing, and then also of the procedure itself, so that they feel that they know what's best for them and they can make the decision of what's best for them.
Within the breast center, we'll have patients who are coming for diagnostic evaluation and biopsies separate from women who are having screening studies. Just psychologically, it's better for particularly the women who have nothing, who have no breast disease, which is about 90% of women who'll come through the breast center.
I think it's wonderful to have the breast center. You already have the care at North, but to coordinate it all and to be able to publicize it a little bit, to say we have these services and here they are all together, that's going to feel more like a cocoon. We'll feel safer.
With people not having the transportation to get from here to there, that'd be a benefit right there within itself. And just knowing that everything is just right there and available, you know, it brings a little bit more comfort.
And I think too, you would build a nice relationship with, you know, the nursing staff and the patients, because you're always going to that place. And I think they'd have a better handle on just your care and what direction you need to move in.
Having someone be a coordinator of information is just critical, and especially someone who's coming at it from a patient advocacy perspective.
It's not just me that's her advocate. It's the whole breast center staff. It's the whole team. The nurse is the point of care, coordinator of that care, but we are all that patient's advocate.
And being in an environment like a breast center where they know that everyone who's there is dedicated to their care is really quite helpful to the patients, I think.